Morning, 12th of June 2021. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool. Without you there is no soul pool. So this morning I stood DJ's playing a song and I think it's Glory Days. I think that's what it's saying. Can't hear anything else, just Glory Days. I will find it. Just a snapshot of a song and I'll see what it is and who it's by. Oh, not getting there. I'll probably do some extras today, so watch out from. I might have a bit of time later on. Today's about boundaries. That's what the Hangman card is, which is today's card. It's about not saying yes when you mean no. Because if you start that lark with little things, you give people an inch to take a mile, and then you don't know how to stop it. So it's about putting your boundaries in place. And then really it's your fault and it's in the first pile, so it's important. Because you allowed that, you enabled that behaviour to take you for granted. So it's about your boundaries. It's also about not playing the martyr or the victim to get what you want. Because that will backfire on you. It's about celebrations. Well, no, it isn't. Sorry, that's in the reverse. So it's no celebration, no reunion. 3 months is mentioned. An apology is required. Improvement in finances or career. It's coming, but it's coming slowly. It's the only night that always gets where he's going. It's possible this is someone with a limp, like an old injury to the leg, not necessarily a visible limp, but someone that's had an injury to the leg. It is connected to honey and bees with spirits, so look out for the bumblebees. They are a sign from spirits. And those born 1966 plus or minus 12 February to February. It could also be someone in uniform. It could also be somebody of a darker complexion. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone is living to work instead of working to live. 8 years of putting the effort in and feeling like they're getting nowhere. No reward for themselves. Because they're sacrificing themselves for ungrateful people. No clarity in a situation. This is a female and she can be a woman scorned. She can be very, very vicious. It could also be a doctor, priest or lawyer that makes a bad decision or a wrong diagnosis. or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius female. It can also be a divorced or widowed female, a lonely, bitter lady. And we have injustice, the number 11, massively important in a negative way, the lines and the marital home. Someone needs to take action, that's Libra energies, but this is a new beginning that Spirit are giving you. Someone needs to take action. There is a couple here. The female's turned her back on the situation. The male needs to cut through the bullshit and get to the point. So it could be that you need professional advice. And you could be going to court. But it could simply be a Libra gentleman. This lady is the woman scorned, and he is thinking very clearly now. He's cutting someone out of his life, so perhaps he's cutting her out of his life. Because there's a new beginning. Someone's taking action towards a new beginning. She's not likely to apologise. He might do. He's thinking very clearly. Yes, someone needs to stand on their own 2 feet. 9 years is mentioned. There is a third party situation, possibly, because we've got 2 3s there now. 3 3s there now. Somebody's not achieving what they're capable of where they are. Anything new started will pay off within 3 years. Study could be massively important. It will pay off. You're building a foundation for something that will pay off within 3 years. There is this sacrifice, the tarot reader, the psychic, the medium. Somebody is in a dark place. That could be confusion, it could be depression. It's not listening to the collective. It's having to be careful what you put in your body, as in diet, medication, drugs, alcohol, etc. What comes out of your body, as in words written or spoken. The 2nd or the 29th is massively important. And she is, well, I can't say she because anybody born on that date, is always connected to number 11. Cancer energy. Those born on the 7th or the 25th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Red cars should be avoided. There could be accidents, mechanical malfunctions, speeding tickets, parking fines, etc. Control issues. Take back control of your life, but don't try to control others. There he is again, cutting through the bullshit, getting to the point. Archangel Michael, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius male. There's addictions here. And we keep saying this, don't we? It could be a way of life. It doesn't have to be alcohol, drugs, or shopping, chocolate, whatever. But somebody's not standing on their own 2 feet, and this is a lesson they have to learn. It's a hard lesson. It will test your faith in yourself and everything. It's also about looking after yourself and nourishing yourself. So again, putting the boundaries in place. Those born on the 14th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. As is the Leo female, Queen of Wands. She could be an Aries or Sagittarius, but usually this one's a Leo, and this has got a cat on it. So a Leo female, all about the finances. She is very demanding, and knows her worth. She's very contrary, changes her mind left, right and centre. Never know where you are. But there's a Leo that's coming in. It's about karma. It's about your heart and back. It's about those born on the 8th or the 26th, Leo or not. The big bear is usually mother energy. So it's about having the strength to do this, whatever this is. Don't compare yourself to others, because comparison is not your friend. Don't see your cup as half empty, because it's not. You are sowing the seeds for a brighter future. And the 7 and the 3 make a 10, so it will pay off, it will profit. But you're comparing yourself and you don't feel young enough, old enough, financially able. You're making excuses left, right and centre in your head. There is a gentleman here, a mature gentleman, could have once worn a uniform, could be a darker complexion, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn again, but he was once a good businessman, possibly now lost everything, was a good friend, now a dangerous enemy. An offer of love is coming in, but it's not quite enough. It's only a night. There's no commitment. Someone is not communicating, especially via the internet. Someone feels the need to repair or heal something. New shoes are needed. There's no acceptance here of how things really are. And for at least 4 months, and somebody feels shut out, left out, or isolated, or they are voluntarily isolating themselves. 5 years. Bad news arriving or no communication whatsoever. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn child, or a child that's costing you money. Something has to be razed to the ground so that you can begin again. This will be a blessing in disguise, but it will be a shock. Massive arguments, accidents, losses within the home. Yeah. Somebody's brought disgrace to the door. Communication is needed. Something is a smoking gun, it has to end. There is an elderly lady that may be failing. There's possibly a marriage study, a friendship, something you believe to be true, something you believe in. There's a loss of a friend or confidant. No more fighting, military men leaving your life, and a female seeing or receiving the written word that has distressed her. There is this, I don't like this card, this is very worrying. There is a lot of depression, perhaps jealousy, someone could be suicidal. So watch your friends and remember Robin Williams. They're not always crying all the time. There may be laughter. Just watch your friends. You know which ones it is. It could be the gentleman that's lost his business. It could be anything. It could be the lady that received that information. It could be the distress coming to the door. It's not good. And don't let people use it as emotional blackmail to keep you where you are. You get them the help they need and walk away. Be ready for anything, is what Spirit's saying. Clean up your side of the street. Don't try cleaning up other people's messes. Because fate is taking a hand. Your wishes and dreams will come true when you do. Yeah, take the risk, come to the edge. Something is not for you. The soulmate is waiting. So, repairing, and that lady again, the woman scorned, not for you. Soulmate energy waiting. It's going to bring chaos. We know that. Chaos. When you face the chaos, there's hope, healing and freedom. You can't live in the past. The past is over. The future's not promised. You need to live now. And that treasure island you're waiting for will arrive, and it's coming slowly. So just be happy. Grand Cross, you're being provoked again. 47, and 47 adds up to 11. 6 of Swords, it's time to move on and don't take the baggage of the past with you. People living deeply have no... wrong one. That's because I said the number 11. But nothing I say is wrong because it comes out from Spirit, so there's a reason that happened. There you go. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. The name Helen could be important. The Grand Cross is an area of tension in a chart and thus becomes a great catalyst for the movement and change. A rare astrological configuration, the Grand Cross, also the Grand Square, occurs when 4 planets form a perfect cross in the sky. It's the 4 directions, the cosmic cross, the 4 seasons, the equinoxes, the solstices, as well as the cross-quarter days. It's a period of time in your life where you seem at cross purposes with others. Usually when the Grand Cross occurs, it indicates a crisis. Yet through this calamity will be a painful process of growth, then renewal, and eventually a greater foundation for happiness and success. Strangely, it's almost as if the planetary energy are in competition with each other. This may be rather exasperating at times, and you're not in competition with anybody. You mustn't compare yourself to others. When you feel provoked and frustrated over booby traps that seem to have been set up in your way, it's as if everything is working at cross purposes. You feel pulled in many directions. Such false leads and failed plans may leave you unable to produce concrete achievement. An area to look at when the Grand Cross comes up is how you communicate. Are you communicating well? Or as you should? Are you abandoning a worthy project the minute it loses its shine in an effort to capture a larger, glossier prize? But more simply, in your effort to accomplish more, are you juggling balls in the air? Do you notice as you juggle if you are stuck in the same spot and nothing has been achieved? When this card presents itself in a reading, it suggests there are multiple talents you are able to access, as well as numerous paths you can focus on. Organisation is the key. Until this matter phases out, expect resistance, since opposition is the main energy field of this Grand Cross. Once on track, the momentum towards your attainment of what you desire will be impossible to stop. it mainly has to do with the shifting of energies and switching into gear. In regards to relationships and love, they will have a fated quality. You will not want to let go of this person no matter how hard it gets. There will be sacrifices and compromises within this relationship, and it will be one where you may want to bump your head against many walls that seem to fly up out of nowhere. You are being challenged, and if you do not weather it out and see what the future brings, you will likely always regret letting the relationship go. If the question is about business or career, know that it will happen, but it will be hard. You have to be willing to walk the miles. Diligence will be required. What is positive about this is you are becoming more realistic and focused. Yes. You won't be attracted so much by glitz and glitter, but looking more towards stability and long-lasting success. A good thing to remember is that it's best not to fight the hard lessons at this time. In fact, this is a period where you need to take stock of all that has brought you to this place. It's time to draw upon your own strength, and in doing so you will move uncertainly into a place of peace and contentment. Frustration, being overwhelmed by the reality of situation, balancing things out, analysis paralysis, unreadiness to move or act, the mulling over of matters, building a foundation, keeping an eye on the prize, identity crisis, focusing on self-worth, initiation, needing to act, poverty, the need to scavenge, hard luck, not being given a break, directions, focus, earnings, trust, implementing change, the need to be more flexible, encountering resistance, a time for healing, a time for reasoning, feeling hurt, victimization, feeling misunderstood, a realistic look at the future, going through the motions, an unfavourable time to act on impulse. The Nine of Wands. Pressure, discipline, frustration, growth, defensive, competition, but victory. So don't give up before the miracle happens. Thanks for listening.